So it's beautiful and sunny now, but last night it was really quite cold. Now I had forecasted it to be like a bit of a frost, maybe a potential frost, but we thought things would be all right. But with that northerly wind, it's really hit everything. Now in retrospect, we should have done something about it, like take stuff into the polytunnel. But let's have a quick survey of some of the damage. So down here on some of the potatoes, these ones, as you can see, they're frost damaged. But some of these leaves, the lower leaves, are not too bad, so it's just the tops really. And I think that's because they were protected by these beds a little bit. But let's have a look over here where it's a bit more of a disaster. So the dahlias have been well clobbered. So all the dahlias, they will brand off, so eek. And let's have a survey of the potato buckets. Now you can see all these potato buckets, all the leaves have browned off and are dying back. So we've lost pretty much all the growth. Some of them down the end are not too bad, but we've lost pretty much all the growth on the potatoes. So the frost has got it. Which is really annoying. So, because I could have come down and put these all in the polytunnel, but I didn't, and I should have done, and I'm kicking myself now. But having said that, it doesn't look like the actual, it looks like the frost has just got the leaves. Some of the stems are all okay. Some of the lower, smaller leaves are not too bad. Let's have a quick look at some of these. So here's an example. All the upper leaves are done, but you can see there's still some lower leaves down here that have survived, and I'm hoping that the stalks in there have survived and it's not going to use too much effort. So I mean the potato, so what will happen is if these stalks aren't viable, it will send up another shoot. The potato send up another shoot, but it's using energy from the potato, so it looks like the potentially might have a hit on the yield for the potatoes this year, and also there'll be about 2 weeks later coming through than they would have done. Interestingly enough, some of these not as bad. I'm pretty sure it was the wind damage, because some of the ones that are down over here, the single seed potato ones, that are lower down in the buckets, are nowhere near as badly affected. But as it stands at the moment, it's not looking great on the potato front. Apart from that, checking around the rest of the plot, all these brassicas in here, they're fine. They're like sort of, oh, it's cold, whatever. Like sort of petulant teenagers. Yeah, whatever, mate. It's a bit cold, don't care. Most strawberries are all okay. Down on the bottom plot, let's have a quick look down here. Peas that are in these fleece covers, all okay, but peas are a bit like brassicas, they don't really care. And then the only thing is that we put these French beans in the other day. As you can see, the ones that actually were obviously poking out above the fleece, they got frosted off and they're all crispy, crunchy leaves now. But the ones down below and down here, in amongst the fleece, are all okay. So in amongst the fleece, a bit of damage on them, but they should grow up through. But that's exactly the reason we put other beans in the ground when we put these in, so that if they do get damaged, a little bit of slug damage on there, not too bad. Which brings me to the fact of slugs. Slugs this year, where are they? I mean, I'm not inviting them in, but it's last year was terrible for slugs. And I think it's a natural cycle of things, in the fact that I think according to the RHS website, it's saying that slug population goes really high and then it drops off. But we've had very little, you know, touch wood, we've had very little damage to our brassicas or anything else, and very little nibbling at all. So that's not too bad. But for the time being, on the potatoes, it's a very sorry sight. But we shall see if they recover. I'm hoping they should recover. We'll check back in a couple of weeks and see if they're any good.